Hello, everyone, and welcome to the High Stakes Weekly Podcast. I'm your host, Greg Ambrosius, and I'm joined by Tom Kessenich and Geoff Stein. We are one day away from the start of July. That's right. We're 66 days away from the start of the 2025 NFL season, so let's get right to it. This past week, we had a couple of live stream RotoWire online championship drafts, and our goal is to expand on these live drafts going forward. I want to do more live streams, man. I did one last Tuesday with Mark Cerebro, NFFC Hall of Famer, and we had 3 other drafters join us online. It was great. That's the best way to do these live streams. Have other people come on in along with our hosts and our guest drafters. So it was a ton of fun. We're going to do more of that. Tomorrow night, I've got Nelson Sousa, FTNFantasy.com. He's going to join me for a live stream, RotoWire OC. That's at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Again, we invite all the drafters. Anybody who wants to join us in the studio, I'll send you the link before the draft. Come join us. The more, the merrier. And it's more informative that way, too. We got 3 more spots left in that one. Let's fill it up and get her going. Then on Wednesday night at 8 Eastern time, Jim Coventry of RotoWire.com, he's going to host a live stream RotoWire Online Championship Draft. He's going to co-host a SiriusXM show with Tom starting at, I believe it's 10 p.m. Eastern time this week. Tom, talk a little bit more about what Jim's doing. Talk about the live stream, how you're going to integrate that, and what's going forward for the show.
Yeah, we're back at 10 p.m. Eastern Wednesday night. So every Wednesday night now, Jim and I, we're going to be featuring an NFFC draft on our Sirius show, looking primarily to focus on the RotoWire Online Championship, of course, which is the longest running $350 entry contest in the fantasy football industry. Jim's one of the brightest football minds in the industry, so I'm really excited to be teaming up with him on the show every week. He is going to be live streaming this on the RotoWire YouTube channel, so you can look forward to that. We've linked that in our NFBC newsletter, which is going to be going out this afternoon. We got it linked on the NFFC message boards as well. He'll be tweeting that out on his Twitter feed, so you can find it there. But every week, of course, on our Sirius show, again, we're going to be spotlighting an NFFC draft every Wednesday night. You can come and join us on the Sirius show. Just email me, tom@sportshubtech.com, if you want to join us on the show, Jim and I, at 11 p.m. Eastern. After the draft, talk to us about how you think the draft went. So again, every week, Wednesday night, 10 p.m. Eastern is the show, the High Stakes Fantasy Advantage.
Well, hang on. Real quick here. I haven't got invited to be on the SiriusXM show yet, but these people can sign up for the draft and they can be on the Sirius. How does that work out? That don't seem fair to me.
Geoff, we want really good players and really bright minds on the show, so that's the cutoff. That's how we're doing this.
I get it now. I get it. Thank you for explaining that to me.
Boom! Right down. 10 count. He's standing. He looks like he's getting back up. Oh, nice one. Yeah. Not 15 minutes of fame. Come on, join Tom. You get your 15 minutes of fame on SiriusXM Fantasy Sports Radio every Wednesday night. Sounds good. Geoff, our goal is to even offer these live stream Midnight Owls. We love the Midnight Owls. And starting in July, we'll be firing those babies up. I know Nelson's ready to do a live stream Midnight Owl. We're going to talk to Duke. But, let's talk about how we're going to get those babies fired up.
Yeah, you guys mentioned it. How is it July 1st already tomorrow? Yep. I think you guys, we've been doing this fantasy football thing for a long time now. Once you get to July 4th, it's like a steep hill or how quickly things start to go once we get to that point. So I think the Midnight Owls, they're ready to get fired up, 11:55 p.m. Eastern time, which again, it sounds like I'm complaining a lot today, but you guys are Central Time Zone. Brian is a Central Time Zone. How does the guy in the Eastern Time Zone get stuck with watching these every night? Myself, I know you guys need your beauty sleep, and you need a lot of it from what I'm seeing on my screen right now. So, no. We're going to get those going. Come hang out with me. Midnight Owl, 11:55 p.m. Eastern. Again, July 4th. That's always kind of been the target date for me to get these going again. Let's get through this week. Let's get through this weekend. And it's really time to start hitting the fantasy football home. My goodness. July, I think the first Hall of Fame game is July 31st this year, right? There's going to be football on TV the month it is tomorrow. So it's here. And I know, again, us Midwestern guys, where it just seems like summer has just started. I'm not sure I'm ready for that yet, but it's coming whether I'm ready or not. So hop in that Midnight Owl. You'll see it posted in the lobby, and we're going to do some real cool stuff with that. It was really popular last year. It's popular in years past, and I see no reason why it won't be this year as well.
Absolutely. We're going to fire those up. And like I say, we'll get a live stream there so you can watch it as well. Jeff can stay up that late. He's like 30 years younger than the two of us. Complaining about staying up late. I barely 9:30, so you got her. All right. Hey, this year we want to do drafts on matinees too. We didn't get the matinees going early enough last year. Alan Soslowski of rotowire.com, he's going to do live streams at 1 p.m. Eastern time in July, later July. I'm going to throw up the dates there. Chris Liss has agreed to do one at 1 o'clock. Going to live stream it as well. So we want to get the matinees. We want you drafting from noon to midnight and beyond. And we're going to have some live streams so you can see how they go, show you how it works, all that kind of stuff. So look for that. All right. One more announcement today. That's we're going to push our NFFC primetime extended drafts a little earlier this year. Jeff, we opened up the 2-hour and the 4-hour options on registration today. We're also going to have a $100 off early bird special just for primetime extendeds through July 31st. We want to fill them up, get them started, and get the primetime rolling with that $250,000 grand prize. Talk a little bit about the extendeds this year.
Yeah, they were incredibly popular last year, but we only offered them for 2 weeks. So this year we're looking more at 6 weeks. All of July, it's about August 15th, I think, is the day we decided to cut them off. So 6 weeks, and this is your chance to get in early. You know, a lot of people, if you want to get that training camp edge, you think you got the edge. Now is your time to do it in the prime time. Again, we've been doing the rotowires, the cut line since even before the NFL draft. The prime time's we're letting people get a little more info there, but it's time to go. And if you think you got an edge, take that $100 discount, and you got 6 weeks to do these. 2 hours, 4 hours per pick. If talk to me. If you want a 1 hour per pick, that might be a little optimistic for some at that price point. But again, let's do it. If you guys want them, we'll offer them. And again, we'll start them when they fill. We'll start them at 9 o'clock the next morning. That's something we talked about today. So if it fills at like 10 o'clock at night, you don't got to worry about missing your first pick in a big dollar draft like that. We'll pause it and get it going 9 a.m. Eastern the next morning. But we're ready to go again. We're on the other side of July 4th here coming up. It's time to go. It's fantasy football season, folks.
Yep, definitely. So last year we allowed the extendeds, but we didn't start them until August 1st. So if we had a couple of filled 2 hour or 4 hours, we didn't start them until August 1st. Well, we know you want to draft a little bit earlier for these bigger money ones. Our competitors are certainly doing it. So we're starting them up. You fill up at a 4 hour or 2 hour prime time in July, we're starting it up. But we are not doing any more after August 15th. That's the last day it's got to be filled. All right. We want you in the draft room after that. And speaking of being in the draft room, we're offering RotoWire extended drafts through July. But the goal is to turn these off around August 1st. Okay. Again, we want August and September of people in the draft rooms, 1 minute per pick. But we'll keep these extended 2 hours and 4 hours. And like Jeff said, 1 hour if you want it, going through July. August 1st, we're shutting off the RotoWire extended. So get in there now if you want to, okay? All right, let's turn our attention to baseball real quickly, Tom. Let's take a spin around our NFBC standings. I see that damn Adam Moronis and Brian Ambrosius are still leading the main event. Give us a quick rundown on the NFBC championships.
Yeah, Brian and Adam just having a great year so far in the main event. Continue to lead the way as we get into July now, getting closer and closer to the All-Star break. Bob Castrompis, boy, what a start to the year he's having, leading 3 of our national contests right now. Both of the Diamond Challenge contests, Roto in points, and the Champions League qualifiers. So 3 national contests. He's atop the standings right now. Way to go, Bob. Doug Gruber. He's also leading 2 Super Leagues. I should point that out as well. So Bob's having himself a great season through week 14. Doug Gruber leading 2 national contests as well, leading the RotoWire Online Championship and the Auction Championship. Again, getting closer and closer to the All-Star break in baseball.
Yeah, I talked to Bob last year, and he wanted to come out to Vegas, but he wants to do one of the high-dollar private leagues. Well, if he wins the Champions League, he's coming out to Vegas, and if he keeps winning what he's doing, he'll have enough money to get into the bigger ones. So I wouldn't doubt if we see Bob out there. So it'll be very interesting. Jeff, it was a wild week in Fab. Cincinnati's Chase Burns emptied the bank for a lot of NFBC owners. Talk about him and other free agent pickups this week.
Yeah, Burns up to $400 in the main. I believe that was the top bid. So some biggies. Looked good against the Yankees at first start tonight. Again, it's summer in the Midwest. I try not to stay in and watch too much TV these days. But Burns versus Crochet here against the Red Sox tonight, that might be a good matchup. 2 starts, again, 2-start week. Second pick in the draft last year, ton of potential. So this might be some must-see TV here coming up tonight. I might have to tune in. Otherwise, just a couple of retreads on not too much. I see your guy Joey Ortiz with the Brewers. I know he had a big week last week. I seen him picked up a guy a lot of people were counting on early. That's probably been dropped. And again, I know we talked about our auction, our Greg, Tom, Jeff auction that we did. I've just been too lazy to drop him, so I'm taking all the credit for having him on my roster still. I think he might have been in my starting lineup most weeks too. So Ortiz with the Brewers, another one I noticed picked up quite a bit this week, coming off a pretty good week last week.
I don't want to talk too much about the Greg, Tom, Jeff auction, but we're actually doing pretty damn good, the three of us, right? Tom, we've been doing this a long time. There's never been the three of us in the top 5. That's for sure.
I was going to point this out. This is probably the best season that the three owners in that league have ever combined to have. You're doing great. You're doing fantastic. But the three of us combined are all contending, at least for the top 2 spots. I mean, I don't think it's ever happened in the history of that league. We're all hanging out there, so we got to start paying attention to baseball a little more seriously, I think.
Yeah. We shouldn't be bragging at this point because we're trying to fill the Greg, Tom, Jeff football auction now. So we're gonna probably scare people away with how excellent we are at all rules.
I don't think so. They know who we are, but hey, I've got like 101 points. You got 95. Tom's got like 94. I mean, the three of us are right up there. So we're not trying to jinx ourselves, but damn, I was just going to say, we have never been this high, Tom.
No.
All of us together. All right. One more baseball note I posted on the message boards. We are officially returning to Robbinsville, New Jersey for our second annual Godfather games. That's right. The Godfather, Mike Masato. He organized that last year. He did a great job running it. The live event sold out early. We had 5 full leagues at the Hampton Inn and Suites in Robbinsville, New Jersey. This year, we're going to go 3 days. I'm going Friday. It's Friday the 13th, just so you know. Friday, March 13th, Saturday, March 14th, and Sunday, March 15th. Let's see if we can expand to 7 live events out there and have even more fun. So I put the room block. It's already available. It's on the message boards. Check it out. But we're going New Jersey. Then we're going Las Vegas at the Rio for 8 days out there. So, man, it's going to be a lot of fun. So, and finally, we mentioned last week that the NFBKC site will go live on July 15th. That's right. The 2025-26 basketball season goes live on July 15th, 2 weeks from now. We're going to have the same great contest. We got $10,000 grand prizes in the main event, $10,000 grand prize in the RotoWire Online Championship. Tom, I know you're doing the player default rankings. Number 1 pick, Cooper Flagg of the Mavs. Where do you have him, and who's in our top 5 and 10 overall?
Well, I got Flagg right around 35, 36, so right around the 3-4 turn. I think he's going to make an immediate impact in fantasy with the Mavs as a rookie. So right now, I got the list turned over to Jeff, so we'll see what Jeff does. Maybe he puts Flagg up higher, maybe he drops him down a little bit lower. So we'll see what Jeff does when he hands the list back to me. But right now, the top 5 or so, I got Nikola Jokic at number 1 overall. Not a big surprise there. SGA at 2, Wembayama at 3, Luka at 4, and I got Giannis at 5 right now.
Homer pick.
Yeah,
not enough 3-pointers. Not enough 3. I'm going to go knock him down right now. That's a homer.
All right, we'll see what Jeff does with my list when he's done with it.
We don't know if it's a homer pick. He might not be a Buck this year.
That's true.
He'll be a Buck. He's still going to be with the Bucks.
I think he will still be with the Bucks too. He doesn't really want to leave, but
we'll have to see in February though. That's going to be the key. I think he will be start camp, but come February, we'll see.
I don't think there's a more loyal athlete than Giannis right now. I mean, he really believes Milwaukee changed his life and everything, like even for his whole family, his parents and everything. But interesting. All right, Jeff, you got anything to add on the basketball? Cooper Flagg, what do you think?
Again, the 3-point shooting, the blocks, I'm not sure if they're going to be there to be an early pick. Again, I'm so far gone from fantasy basketball. I'll take a look at this list. I know, I think I retweeted on our Twitter feed a couple days ago, John Fish, who's huge in the basketball and huge in the NFBKC. He posted his top 15, I believe, for the upcoming year, and he went real in depth on it. So if you guys can pull that up at the real _ NFC, pull that up on Twitter, take a look. He did an excellent job. It was a couple days ago, and when I go and look at the stuff Tom did, I'm definitely going to be referencing what John said as well.
Yeah, All right, Fish, I got to do a live stream with you sometime. So this is an invitation to my fellow cheesehead, John Fish. Let's do a live stream together. All right, that'd be fun. All right, everybody take a look at Geoff, because this is as good looking as he's going to be, because he's going to be doing all these midnight owls. He's going to get haggard.
Eyes. Yeah, the bags
all of that.
They're coming.
So this is the best you're ever going to look. So take a look at him right now. All right. Okay, there we go.
Oh, man. This is the best I'm ever going to look. I'm in trouble.
All right. That's a wrap on our High Stakes Weekly podcast. Just wanted to bring you up to date on everything, everybody. Join us on our live streams Tuesday night, Wednesday night. Join Tom for the SiriusXM show Wednesday night. Man, it's going to be great. And then have yourself a great week, but also a very safe holiday weekend. All right. Everybody be safe this weekend. Thanks for joining us. Oh, hang on a second. I can't turn it off. There we go. God damn it. I think my mouse is dead.
Thank you for joining us on the High Stakes Fantasy Network podcast. To get in the game, go to playnfc.com.